Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we got Doug in the house. He's inside trying to get the windows cardboarded up because we might want to try to spray some primer on this bad boy today. But where we are at is the front end of the car. The panel that I have welded on, I ground it all down so it was nice. I fiberglassed the seam, and then I laid a flood of mud, body fill, on the whole thing. What's going to happen now is that is the part of the car now. So when we unbolt the fender, a fender would unbolt along here and then unbolt along here. We'd unbolt here. This pan would all come off. So the piece that I have welded to the car is now the car. The pan, so if someone wanted to take this pan and put it on their car, on their 50, they could, because it would come off. And they also could turn their bumper upside down, and then the bumper would be Frenched inside their car. And the reason being is when they put the bumper on, it goes inside the panel of the car. It is what it is, and it is what it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to knock it off with my DA, and then I'm going to finish it with the 80 on the DA. Then we're going to put the bumper, untape it. Doug has got the guards off it now, and then we'll put the bumper back on and see how it looks and go from there. It's quite a job to put the bumper on by yourself. Doug has done it twice, and this time I'm going to help him. But right now Doug is inside the car doing some cardboard work so we do not get primer inside there. Let's buzz this off and see what we got. You can see right here, I just started right here. I've got metal showing right here, and I've got glass right there. I just glassed a little tiny bit along that seam there and put a little glass here. Now we're going to take it off. Let's do it. You can see I got metal right here, fiberglass right there, we're covering the weld. This panel here, I don't feel like it has to be 100% flat and smooth. We want it flat and smooth, but you would never be able to look down that and see if it's whatever. But basically, we'll smooth it off, we'll hold this flat, make it as nice as we can, and then we'll go for it. The only reason I'm saying that because it looks a little empty in the center, and it's empty in the center because I put a little glass on this edge, I'll put a little glass on that edge. I probably should have just done the whole thing. Let's get a new pad on this bad boy, because I'm not planning on being there all day. And that's what it's feeling like. So we got a big job ahead of us today if we're going to get this primed. I'm thinking if we get this primed, it'll probably be on the second channel because I'm not sure where it's going to be honest with you. It's kind of in we got a little bit going on. We want to be able to move this car. I want to be able to move Jolene's car out of the paint room and move it over here. We have the glass coming tomorrow to be put in the Hudson. Paul is coming. I guess Paul is doing well. He's the man that had the throat cancer that we didn't know how it was going, but he's obviously going to come and put the glass in the Hudson that he had made the patterns for. He had the glass all cut, but I'm happy that everything's okay there. So he'll be tomorrow putting glass in the Hudson. We're going to try to put that in the paint room so I can put primer on it, and we're going to try to put Jolene's car here so it can, I don't know, look good and make sure that I remember that I have to finish it, basically.
Nothing going on.
Nothing going on today. Nothing going on here, is there, Doc?
Not a thing.
You don't have to, yeah, you can just do the outside of that if you like, please.
That's what I'm doing. It's thinking about taping it over. Well, let's stick to something.
What's the guy that's name bring us the cardboard?
Milton Merritt.
Milton Merritt. Thank you very much for the cardboard, Milton Merritt. And the reason being is
Milton. Thank you.
it's we're using it. It's not like we left it. We're using it. And you can see he's taping up the cardboard right now, making all the windows. Basically, I do not want to get primer all inside the car. I do not want to do that. Wouldn't hurt anything, I suppose, but I don't want to. I want it to just get on the outside of the car. So Doug is getting that ready, or trying to get somewhat ready. I'm trying to get this pan sanded off because we're going to have to do that. We'll probably end up taking the hood off when we prime because we're not ready to prime the hood or the trunk lid. So basically what I'm thinking, maybe just the car. That would be fantastic. If we can get that done, that would be great. You can see a little fiberglass here, a little low spot in the flood there. We're doing good back there, and we got metal right there. So I'm going to have to apply more filler there. Don't want to, but I'm going to have to. Nope. I got it. I got it. The trick to this bad boy is to hold it flat at all times, no matter what the cost. Hitting glass here, that's perfect. We're right on the mark. Everything's going good. Metal, got a little low spot going on there. I'm gonna keep going a little bit. I'm gonna get it. Feeling okay. Good. Everything's good across there so far. One coat of fiberglass on the welds and one coat of filler for a flood, and it's going good. Hold it flat at all times, if possible. I could make these, I could get these pans, I could weld this piece on there, I could sell these pans, so if anybody wanted to French the bumper, they just bolt this pan on, flip the bumper upside down, and then they have something that would actually resemble what we have here. Not going to do that, but could be done. Metal and fiberglass. Getting close, I'm down to the glass on there, but what matters is that it's flat and I get all of the low spots out of the flood. That's what matters. Metal, obviously, get around the corner here. I'm having fun sitting down working. I don't want to get off the seat. Alrighty, that's where I'm going with that. That's absolutely awesome all the way along there. That's awesome. And I'm going to take some 40 grit paper and dig out the corners down the where the corners are. .40-80 prime. That's what we do. That's what we do. 40-80 prime. Got some 40 grit here. Don't know how sharp it is, but I'm going to use it. Yeah, I'm going to do yeah. The filler, wherever you get the filler, you must realize you're going to have to sand it off. So if you get sloppy with this stuff, you sure can waste some time when if you get sloppy. Sure can. And I'm going to take, it's all on the edge here. I put it all along here. I ground it off flat here. No weld look mark on the top whatsoever. And I ground that back so there's hardly any weld mark on that also. But we want to make sure that it's all the same. So I put a little filler on the edge to make it right. Rough spots out of her. A nice rounded edge on there. I'm thinking we do. Getting metal everywhere. So be careful. Don't want to take too much off. I want to have just enough metal. Ah, a little metal right there showing. Spot up there. Any little chips of fill gotta come off. Stuff in there. All right. Sharp piece of paper is way to go. If you have not got sharp paper, you're basically your paper's not working for you if it's not sharp. Or I don't think it is. Now, let's sweep that off. I have a sweep brush here somewhere.
Start on the back here, buddy.
Go for it, Douglas, if you like. This stuff up in here would be fantastic. Yep. Up in there, that'd be fantastic if you would. I got the back part pan that's it's getting filled up right at the present moment. That's what Doug is going for. I want to sweep this off. Little spot on this side to do. We got Doug scratching now. Woo! A hand sand is where to get you. A hand sanding.
Oh, I love it.
I was going to say, I can machine sand all day.
Nobody ever, right? Hey, it's one of the parts that has to be done and it's very time consuming.
Yes, it has to be done, Doug.
Very, very.
Sorry, old buddy, but...
What, am I taking the car on you?
No, you just give her.
I can take breaks whenever you want.
No.
Sure?
No, that's fine. We're going to try to put this front bumper on here in a bit, though, Doug, if you don't mind.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well, you've done it 4 times so far, so...
I should be pretty good at it by now if I did 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, if it takes you more than 5 minutes, I'm going to wonder why.
Obviously, it's something that you did up there. Obviously.
Yeah, I probably messed it up somehow for make it harder. I'm going to sand this off by hand because it's going fairly well. .80 grit I got. Sand it by hand. So this pan is going to be the same color as the car. It's a part of the car. It's welded on the car. The body fill up here, get sanded off. To me, that's ready for primer. It is ready for primer. That's the end of it.
Hello.
Hey, man. Oh, just doing a little sanding. Got our Napa Know-How man come in. We got 2 cans of feather fill. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You.
Hey, old buddy. I'm just hanging out back here. I'm not working.
I'm hanging out back
Yeah,
here.
keep riding, buddy.
Alrighty. Make sure that pan's done for the front. Well, that's what I'm saying anyways. I'll sweep it off. You want to see the bumper on is what you say? You want to see, is that what you want to see, sweetheart? Joey wants to see the bumper on. I'm going to sweep that front so we don't have to lay down in it. How's that feeling, Doug? Pretty good or what?
That's a good man.
It does feel good, right?
Yeah.
It does feel good.
It isn't going to go much further than what it is there,
Yeah.
but this anyways.
Good.
Good, he says. Good. Doesn't matter if it's good to you. Is it Jolene approved or what? If it's Jolene approved, then it's real good. And you're almost done.
Jolene approved.
Right. Jolene needs to tell you, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job down there, Jolene. Perfect. Sanding, sanding, sanding.
What do you think, Doug? Think we'll get it done, buddy?
If you say so. Because you can just stop whenever you want and start throwing paint. It's got nothing to do with me.
That's true. That's true. I could paint wherever I want
You
to.
stop and throw paint whenever you like.
Basically, I want to get some primer on it because I want to see what it looks like. And the primer that we're using feather fill. This is
They'll
the
pick
primer.
out spots for us.
This is
Everything will be more noticeable.
this is the primer that we're going to be using. I've used it before. It's got 4 tubes of hardener for each quart. It's a good thick primer. Body fill adheres to it nicely, so if I prime the car and there's a spot that has to be fixed, which I know there will be, I have no issues putting the primer over top of this feather fill because it adheres really well. It feathers very well, feather fill. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put a couple cans of feather fill on this car. I know it seems like a lot of primer, but there's barely any product on the car to start with. And also we want to be able to use the primer to help us straighten the car, to block the car. We are not using a block on the car right now. In places we'll have to because it's just hard to sand without the block. But most of the stuff has been done with the 8-inch DA and the orbital DA. And that way there, when we put the primer on, we'll be able to guide coat, and then we'll be able to start doing our hand sanding with our block. After we get all the little places fixed that we see. So when it's primed, I will go around and get all the pinholes. We'll do that first, then we'll guide coat it, and then we'll go to fixing everything that needs to be fixed. And I'm okay with the primer that we're using because we can go over top of it at any point in time. The basic of all of it is pretty well done, so it should be good. We took the bumper guards off, or Doug took the bumper guards off the bumper, and now we are going to pull the tape off and try the bumper back on the car. That's what I'm going to do. Put this back on there. I'm going to have an issue with this one over here. Fina want to go outside, does she? I had another bolt right here. Let's go over and get the size. Yeah, this one here is kind of a mess. The reason I say it's a mess because it's not lined up real good. Ah. Oh, hammer hands. There we go. Now we're talking. Cooking with gas. Come on. That don't want to go on there. Look at that one all beat to pieces. That'd be the one to shove through now, wouldn't it? We could hammer. That thread on that one's all chewed up. I'm not going to be able to use that one. Have to take it back out. Thanks everybody for coming back. We really appreciate it. And that one is why it's not going to work. See all that thread there? That's not going to work on that one. Let's try this one. I could spray them with some all right. Cooking with gas. Should have got a wrench or a ratchet to start them.
Did I do that? No, I didn't.
3/4 inch, I'm thinking. That's the bad boy, but not long enough. Why are you turning? Are you serious? Can't tighten that one because it keeps turning inside the hole, the square part. It's all rounded off, the square piece underneath there. That's junk. Let's try a new one. Probably should have done that in the first place. Should have done that in the first place. I think it was a bit long, but at least we'll be able to get the washer on it. And I'll tighten it up. Won't be able to get at it with that socket because it's not deep enough. 1/4 inch wrench. Trying to do it as quick as I can. As quick as I can. Hopefully, we'll put some new bumper bolts all the way through this bad boy. But what I have been thinking is, I'm thinking about if I ever got this bumper re-chromed or everything's done to it, I'd like to take the bumper bolts out of it, weld the bolts here so I can just slide the brackets on from the back and have the front nice and smoothed off. I think that would be what I would probably do if I ever do anything with the bumper. And if I don't do anything with the bumper, obviously the bumper bolts will stay in it. Obviously. Now, I guess that's all it is. Why go crooked on me? Turn. It's good enough. Let's pull off the tape. Take that off. Thank you, sweetheart. You're trying, aren't you, huh? She's trying, boy. She's trying to help me get ahead here. She's trying. Put this tape off. Put the tape on it because I didn't want to burn the bumper or scratch the bumper. It's probably going to be scratched up enough as it is. Actually, it's not that bad of a bumper, to be honest with you. It's quite a nice bumper. I'm going to turn it over. I want to thank everybody for coming back. We really appreciate it. Thanks for following along and having the discussion, whether we have Frenched it or whether we have not. And you can feel about it however you want to. That's basically the end of it. Sometimes so I have not seen it myself yet with the bumper guards off it and on the car and untaped. Have not seen it, so it's going to be nice for me to see it also. Huh? Not something you want to try doing in hurries, get tape off. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of that stuff and spray it on there. And then I'm going to wipe it off. I have a little bit of this in a spray jug. I'm gonna spray it, and then I'm gonna wipe it off. That's choky stuff. Smells like vinegar, but it's pneumonia, I would say. Nice. Huh, baby? Nice. All right, Douglas, you ready, you think?
No, I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I'm busy. Leave him alone, he said. There you go.
I'm busy.
Alrighty.
Like I've got nothing to do.
Got nothing to do, he says.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
It's not too bad or anything. We've got a few marks on the bumper where it was, but... All right, what side do you want?
Did we do that?
No. Do you have all your bolts? All the bolts that go in this bad boy?
Did Jolene get new ones? Wasn't that...
No, I put the bolts, there's new ones in that one.
Oh,
right there.
new ones are in there, so the old ones are still going back in?
Where's the old ones at?
Right down here.
No.
Was it both?
Maybe all the small. We'll just put it on.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
I got the smaller ones right here in my chair, man.
If you want to try to slide it on. I'm going to put my side on, and you're going to pull your side over to fit.
Yes, I am. Tight, y'all. There we go.
It's going underneath that piece, okay? So be careful when you shove this on that we're underneath. You got to go on further, obviously.
Yeah. Just slowly pushing her on there.
There we go. Now, no, I don't even think we're going to do that. I'm going to put a piece. Can you get it held up there for a second? Yeah. I got 2 bolts in it in the front. I think we should be good. Well, you put all these ones here, did you not?
Yeah, the little ones are on the stool, but the ones that are supposed to go on it that fit hard.
I'm going to try.
You're almost lined up with your hole right over there at your end, Greg. You're almost lined right up with your hole there.
I'm going to see if I can get these shoved in. It don't matter whether they're on there tight or not. Ah, I see what you're... This one.
Yeah, that inside one, you'd have to have a rubber arm and a rubber hand to get her in there, man. It's pretty
Rubber
tough.
hand and a rubber arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to take the nut off this. See if I can't get it to go through. Oh.
Say that one might fit right in. That's the only one that actually got in, the original bolts.
That's bad. Hey. Oh, sorry about that, Doug.
Oh, good, man.
I'm going to get a hammer. I'm going to pound that through just to see what it looks like. It's true. Yeah, the holes are going to have to be dealt with. Nope. Grab a screwdriver.
Alignment tool.
Well, still, I can't, once I get it in there, I still can't do anything. And the reason being is I got the screwdriver in the way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this bumper's fun. It's really
No,
fun.
it's just the lining up part is not good, but.
Yeah.
Man. See why you had quite a time, Doug. Wow.
It's both those pieces, but I don't want to keep moving on you. And your bolt barely fits in the hole.
There we go.
Well, we didn't even swear at it.
Yeah.
Ouch, that pinches.
So you don't have anything underneath yours?
No, I have nothing in mine yet. I'm just kind of free hanging, so I'll fight with you too bad.
Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess with that because we've already had it bolted on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you hold it there if you don't mind. Let's put the jack underneath of it so we can get the effect.
The rubber pad on it?
That's basically what we're going to have on the front of the car. I have not bolted it up yet. We are not uptight by no means.
No.
Yeah, not uptight by no means. Better on the other side. That side's not fitting that good right there.
Yeah, this is the hard
it's not bolted up.
So.
And that goes in there like that. But that's basically how.
It looks cool. Looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to look. You've obviously seen the back one. You see that's, watch this now. If I tried to pull that bumper off, I would not be able to pull that off that way because it's inside that piece. There's a piece of, obviously, just trying to stress the point that it is Frenched. And if you don't think it is, it's okay. Not everybody thinks alike.
I'm French too. Bonjour. Au revoir.
Awesome. So I think this piece up front is ready to have some primer on it. That's what the bumper is going to look like on the front of it. We got these pieces here that I tried on. Didn't know if I had it too far up or not, that piece. Thinking that we're fine. Not going to affect anything. Not going to affect anything on the other side. Going to sit on that nice. Awesome. Let's put the other one on. Let's check that out. See what that looks like. And this stuff here where we are not changing anything, we can use, not say use, but we can acquire maybe, that one there's got a screw hanging out of it for some reason. We can acquire stuff that's in better shape at a certain time, and then we could apply them on as we go, because obviously them ones have a little bit of rust on them, but basically that's where we're going. Color of the car, and then put the original grille back in it. I think it'll be smoking. Let's go to the back. So Doug is using 80 grit right now, taking off some of the filler that I have in around there in the back. And then we'll be off to the races. Oh, look, you got the rubber all taped off. Good man, Douglas, good man. Looks good. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. We can only show you what we are doing. And what we are doing is trying to get the mud on the car so we can put it in the paint room or in the room there where the Bugatti is. And then we can do our due diligence, and that is trying to get some primer on it. Jolene's been laughing at me all morning. But that goes on like so underneath that piece. But we got lots of work to do, and me and Doug are good for it.
That right?
Thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. We really appreciate it. Buy that Hiltz gear if you want to. It's online if you want to go look for it. We've had a few people coming in and getting hats every once in a while. Where it's wintertime, it's kind of a rest for us. For a lot of people are traveling around and that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit of a rest for us right now, which is a good thing. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks for coming back. Come back tomorrow, and you never know.
Y'all come back now.
Have a great day.